The estranged wife of a triple murderer is speaking publicly for the first time tonight about turning him into law enforcement.
It turns out Harry Mapps' wife, Sandy Mapps, told U.S. Marshals exactly where he was last December, leading them to a motel in Oklahoma. Last week, Harry Mapps pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first-degree murder. KRDO News Channel 13's Michelle San Miguel spoke exclusively with Mapps' wife and the loved ones still trying to heal from his actions.
Hey, Harry. We need to talk. Give me a call.
The message Sandy Mapps told investigators was left on her voicemail was the turning point. By that time, Harry Mapps had already been on the run for 31 days.
I was nervous because I had no idea for sure if he was still there or if he was headed back this way, because at that time we didn't know.
She then called U.S. Marshals and told them about the message she'd received. Just hours later, Harry Mapps was arrested at a motel in Roland, Oklahoma, in connection with the deaths of Kim and Reginald Tuttle and their daughter, Dawn Roderick, his longtime friends and roommates for the past 6 months.
It's hard to turn someone in that you've cared for so long, but I certainly didn't want to be an accessory to a crime. I knew that that was what was the right thing to do.
It didn't take like 10 years just to find him. It took a month and a day to find him. And I'm happy because he's put away for the rest of his life.
12-year-old Logan lost his mom and his grandparents last year, the day before Thanksgiving. He spoke before a packed courtroom last week about how his life has changed since his mother's murder, including moving to a new school.
I wanted Harry to know that he made me so angry that I'm afraid to talk to my only friends at that school now, that everyone else is just scared that I might lash out on them.
When they lost their mom, they lost not only their mom, their best friend, and their companion throughout this.
The Rodericks agree they can now begin to heal, knowing that Mapps will spend the rest of his life in prison without the possibility of parole.
They'll never forget their mom, but they'll be able to accept what has happened and not be so bitter toward everybody in life.
As for Sandy Mapps, she tells us she still cannot believe the man she married 15 years ago is now a convicted triple murderer.
I still find it very hard to believe, and when I see pictures of him now, he doesn't look the same. He doesn't, he's not the same person.
In Pueblo, Michelle San Miguel, KRDO News Channel 13.
Sandy Mapps also tells us she wanted to wait to tell people that she turned Mapps in to authorities because she's also waiting to claim the reward money.